In the days since the death of Aretha Franklin, we have seen many moving tributes. That was not the case last night when Madonna took the stage at the MTV Video Music Awards to honor the Queen of Soul. Eli Glasner is here to explain what went down. Lots of reaction to Madonna's appearance last night.
A lot of reaction, most of it negative. Now, it started off promisingly. Madonna came to stage and she started by talking about Motor City, where the Queen of Soul, of course, grew up. Let's take a look.
I left Detroit when I was 18, $35 in my pocket. My dream was to make it as a professional dancer. After years of struggling and being broke, I decided to go to auditions for musical theater.
Now, keep in mind, she's speaking in front of the giant backdrop of Aretha Franklin. She then begins a long 6-minute rambling speech talking about being rejected from an audition. And then, as you see, we actually had to speed it up to squeeze it all in, choosing to sing Aretha's Natural Woman, and then waiting for the callback, trying to impress the producers, going to Paris, learning to play guitar. And then, as she says, the rest is history. Not Aretha's history, but Madonna's history, essentially the history of how Madonna came to be Madonna while at one point singing Natural Woman. Now, finally, after 6 minutes or so, we come near the end of the speech where she gets back to the Queen of Soul. Let's take another look.
You're probably all wondering why I'm telling you this story. There's a connection, because none of this would have happened, could have happened, without Our Lady of Soul. She led me to where I am today, and I know she influenced so many people in this house tonight, in this room tonight. And I want to thank you, Aretha, for empowering all of us. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
There it is. You hear the audiences, they're kind of tired at that point. She's kind of sucked the energy out of them. And she wasn't finished, Madonna being Madonna. She then shared an anecdote about losing a shoe while performing like a virgin at another VMAs, and then proceeded to introduce the VMA Music Video of the Year award.
Yeah, I saw one tweet that said, "Does Madonna know that Madonna didn't die?" How did this happen?
I have so many questions. I mean, I do wonder if part of it might be a little bit of umbrage in that her 60th birthday was overshadowed by the fact that Aretha passed on that day. By the way, if you're wondering about the outfit, she recently celebrated her birthday in Morocco, so that explains the collection of accessories. I do think sometimes Madonna has a little bit, she can be tone deaf in the way that she's perceived and her own promotional efforts, but I don't want to put all the blame on her. Let's talk about the producers of the show. The executive producer of the show is Jesse Indetovic. Now, he talked about when Aretha died, a lot of questions. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Aretha Franklin, an icon, a legend. Certainly, you can think of all those classic music videos. This is what he said as they were getting ready for the show. He was talking about, she's one of the all-time greats. We have to do her justice. He did say, it's such a scramble to figure out what to do. We have to make sure whatever we do is true to her art. We don't want to do anything kooky. It's got to be organic. So at that point, a few days out, they didn't know if it was going to be a musical tribute. They didn't know if it was going to be spoken word. And you think of all the other artists that were there. You know, Ariana Grande, she just did a wonderful cover of Natural Woman. Like, you could just rhyme off a litany of performers who I think, even under that crunch, would have stepped up to the moment. But they gave it to Madonna.
Moroccan Madonna.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eli.
You're welcome.